Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of day one here at the Gillingham and Shaftsbury show. We've just done an interview with another team, and now I'm here with Section 89. Guys, you've had a great day. Can I just shuffle you that way a little bit, just because you're not quite in the shot?
Hello.
Don't you move. Let's just have a look at that shot. There we go. Got you both. Okay, so for me, you guys were favourites today. Obviously, we had the Harry has been rested off for this event for Just Wing It, and you know, Goose has stepped in again.
Bless him.
He's just a hero. It doesn't matter what class it is.
Universal horseboarding horse.
There's a hero badge in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And he hadn't done the weave until midnight the night before we put him on the lorry to bring him.
There's a video of me weaving Goose in Crocs at midnight.
It's amazing.
I'm not sure why it's on me. It's looking at my face. It's too. So, why were you rehearsing at midnight? Was it the only time that the temperature was low enough?
Yeah.
Literally, it's been too hot. It's been too hot since we decided that he was going to step in for Just Wing It, and I just haven't been able to do it during the day.
Right.
I was really confident. He flying changes and he does other stuff like that.
How confident were you? Were you very confident?
I wasn't confident enough to bring him to the show, having never done it.
Never done it. Yeah.
So that's why he did it at midnight.
Yes. Yeah.
And we all had a go, ran him down the weave, and me and
Excellent.
Orin.
You're riding now then?
Well, I mean, riding is loose.
Yeah.
He can ride Goose down the weave in Crocs, clean.
Do not do this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Even with the correct riding gear, don't do it at home. Certainly don't do it in shoes that were designed
to be in the bin.
for people. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there, and I don't want to turn our fans against us.
Okay, no.
But they weren't designed for riding. Let's just say that they weren't designed for riding or for people with intelligence. But apart from
some shots fired there.
Style. I meant style. I'm excited today, guys. I'm really excited. But certainly don't ride horses in them. That's not what they're for. So you're doing a little bit of riding now. Did you ever ridden before you did horseboarding?
No. Well, technically yes, but I'd never ridden before I met George.
Right.
So meeting George and that horseboarding journey is where it sort of started. And I don't do a lot. It's dribs and drabs here and there, but we've done a fair bit now. I've done a wheelie on Goose. Yeah.
Fancy learning some jousting?
I mean,
he really is Goose, isn't it? Like, he loves it. Absolutely loves it.
When George showed me that Goose obviously does all these tricks and stuff, the first thing was like, one day I want to learn how to wheelie Goose. And then it happened, not intentionally, but he went full vert, and I was like, woo, here we go. And yeah, it was cool. So yeah, I'd give it a go.
I once did it as the Anglican Knight for Anglican Windows. On an advert, just saying. Not with Goose. But anyway, moving on. So, but with Goose going to Just Wing It, and with the rest of the combinations of the teams, not to dismiss Send It Siblings, because like you never quite know, and we didn't know what the arena was going to be like.
That's the big thing with
them. When we turned up and we saw how big the arena was, so coming down here, obviously we've never seen this arena before. We don't know what's coming. I know Annette was hoping for a smaller arena for Goose, because he just doesn't have the stamina. He loves it, and there's no amount of fitness work that I can do to improve his stamina, because fitness wise he has all the stamina and he will go all day long. But to put all that effort in for that amount of time, he just gets bored. Like,
it's interesting, isn't it? Because when you run him on on the rehearsal day sort of thing, the practice, you ran him without a board rider, and you were flying up that, and I was like, kind of like, oh, I hope you got some studs in, because you were really shifting into the.
There's a few things going on there though, because like, to be credit to Nat, like she's only really ridden Harry for a number of years, and the difference between riding Goose and Harry is significant. So,
and as soon as you tell somebody, don't do this because he'll do this, as in rear or bow, and lie down and do some weird stuff, like stuff that he's all trained to do.
Mm-hmm. But if somebody doesn't know how to give those cues, they can accidentally give those cues.
Yes,
Exactly.
yeah. So you've got to say, don't do this because this will happen.
Yeah.
But as soon
And
as
that
you
makes them
say,
like, hold on.
don't do this, then they're like, oh. And
Even
it's scary.
if you gave someone a car and was like, right, okay, so you've got 7 gears, don't use 7th gear, otherwise it'll blow up. And if you press that button, it'll eject a seat. Otherwise, you're fine.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I want to turn the stereo on, but I'm a bit concerned.
Yeah.
in case it sprouts wings or something, So you can imagine the concern that would raise.
Yeah. And they've gelled now. They're grand.
They're awesome.
Oh, they got on well. I think I found it quite interesting. Just Wing It's early release on the first race.
Yeah.
And I've got an idea. My theory is that Annette was working really hard to try and keep Goose going.
Yeah.
And I don't think she was breathing. And she was going redder and redder and redder and redder and redder. And as she got to the end of the run, I think she was like almost like underwater, thinking, I've got to release so I can finish the race and then I can breathe subconsciously. So because to do all that work and then release before the finish line is heartbreaking.
I mean, they're also used to going a lot faster, and if you think if you're going through the finish gate, the mental muscle memory of I'm through the gate, release, and the border's fine. But this time the border's not through because he's just not used to.
You're not doing 9 meters a second. You're doing maybe 7.5 meters a second.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, that's being generous. So
morning heat. Kind of dominated. Let's have a look at your best race from this morning. Can we pull that up? Why don't you give me the glare, Joe?
You can talk.
Okay, well, it's just, I don't know.
I've got to find the best race.
Well, what were you looking for? What race have you got queued up?
First.
The last one was the fastest, I think.
Yeah,
but
so
maybe not the cleanest. I can't remember. Was the last one? Yeah, last one was the fastest, I think.
can't remember.
Yeah, I think let's have we'll have a look at your fastest race from this morning. But your first race was great. Unless you want to see the races. Do you want to see?
No, content.
Yeah.
This morning was very.
Excuse me.
It was just chill. It was smooth. Like we were pushing, but I came back to the pits.
Pushing.
No, sorry, that's the wrong word. We were doing steady, fast runs.
Yeah.
Like we were coming back into the pits. Like, I was chatting to George all the way around the course.
Yeah.
And it was like to have that much capacity and just being that chilled. It was like there was nothing eventful happening.
There was a bit of concern, wasn't? I mean, certainly I came and voiced my concern to everyone and said, "Look, it's just rained. I'm concerned that we're going to get a couple of mil of wet soil on top of the hardened soil underneath."
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen this before in show arenas where you don't realise how slippy that combination is. Yeah. And if it doesn't get deep enough that the horse can actually grip into the ground, it'll come off the top surface.
Just takes that top layer off.
Yeah.
And Adelita did it at one point in the first shows this morning.
Do you know which race? Run 2. Can we find Run 2? Sorry.
Yeah.
Feet 2, I think.
Yeah, so we were concerned about that, and I'd come round to the team.
Was it 3?
Oh,
No,
I think it was 2.
2, yeah.
Because it was going. Was it going into the 90?
Yeah, it was going into the weave.
Onto the weave, yeah.
And also,
yeah,
we can have a look at this funny trip that she did going through the weave.
After she had that scoop.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Well, the thing is, there was that, and there was also the fact that.
So we're going for Run 2, guys, yeah?
We tried.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that.
you did 2 back to back.
There's also the fact that we didn't need to push, and we're looking at what's Addie's already done this last week or 2 weeks.
She's
just done 2 shows back to back, yeah. And we've got Sandrian come up in 3 weeks, so it's like, what's the point? Like, we've got to conserve her, so if we don't need to push her, let's not. And so we just did enough, and it was comfortable.
Yeah. Because I've already done the maths on this, or looking at the maths.
Mm-hmm.
The championship is going to be decided at Sandringham.
Yes, we're excited.
Which is the first time it's going to be decided. Plus,
I'm going to throw a spanner in your works.
Plus, well, yeah,
Exactly.
all the more.
Don't do that.
But so have we got this race ready? We'll have a look at the race. But I want to. Well, I'll keep talking about the doing it. I said something in the commentary box, and Annette looked up at me, and the message between us was, Harry's coming back for Sandringham. There's going to be a shootout at Sandringham, and all of a sudden it's like, this makes.
And we're so excited for that, and that's part of the reason that we were so keen for them still to be here as a team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is why we were like, take Goose.
So anyway, let's look at your race now. Have you seen the new graphics, by the way?
Yeah, it's very
amazing.
cool.
Look at them.
It's you can see it's not really animated. It's just, it's chill.
So we're looking for, just as you come around this cone, this is where the slip happens.
Which technically is my fault because I took her too tight.
Oh, it's not that one.
It's not that run.
It must have been potentially the third one then.
This says 2 of 3, yeah.
It must have been the third one then, because that's when I was chatting to you.
Or was it the first one?
No, it was the third. It was definitely the third actually, because that's the one I was talking to you quite a lot, and I was like,
Did you
steady
retire
on.
from this or no?
No, it was just a steady. Yeah, it was definitely the third one. Apologies. It's the third one.
Do you want to see the third?
Yeah, we will do.
Just for the slip.
I mean, it's tricky from the angle because we've unfortunately only got the one camera on it.
It's at that end of the arena, so you definitely see it.
Yeah, it's definitely not that.
Because I think I was like, steady on, because it was just like I saw a slip.
And then we just pulled right back off, didn't we? But we did manage to get the bonus point.
But you raced in the third. Yeah, you raced the
I think
third
it was
rotation.
the first one.
But the thing is,
Whichever. Anyway, there was a slip that we were concerned about, and that's why everybody in that first heat was kind of, because I'd said to everybody.
Can I just say, like I was saying to George, the hardest bit of the race is after the finish line. And did you not see how much I had to work there, opposed to the actual race?
I said at that moment, or one of those moments when you were coming around there, George, I turned to Pip, the race director, and was like, she's coming in too hot. Get a message to her, she's coming in too hot. And then you came away from the exit chute to do another lap, do another circle. And I was like, it's okay, she knows. So I was thinking, she's coming into the chute at that speed.
So also, for the horses, it's actually really short from the top cone back down to the finish line. And I don't know why. There just doesn't seem to be a really long run to the finish, and I know it.
No, that's because it's intentional. They moved it forward. Yeah,
but it's because of that downhill. We were concerned that if you come down that hill, booking it for the finish line, and then go into that turn at the end, and then we also want you to come all the way back up to the start. It was just like let's just move it up. And give
that
you that
doesn't matter for
acceleration.
Because
that seems to be the fastest part of your race.
Normally are.
it does for the slower teams though. It makes that big difference.
Yeah.
It's just I'm very aware that when we go across the finish line, everyone's like, I'm like, okay, here it comes. It's not over yet. Don't relax. Breathe. Get into the heel slide and get around the corner. And because I don't know where you're going, on the course, I know the lines and I know where I'm predicted to go.
Yeah.
This time, I'm like, I'm just coming around the corner sliding going, well, here comes the speed trap.
You're good at holding on though. You seem to always just be there. It's great.
So yes, what race is this now? Of
Heat 1.
Heat 1. This should be the slip.
So this should be the slip. Yeah. Then we're going to get into this afternoon. And then we're going to wrap this up because there's some bands playing.
Oh, nice.
On the stage, I believe.
That's cool.
This evening. I mean, did you feel under pressure at any point? Or?
Not this morning.
No, this morning
we just
was
had a nice time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm genuinely just chatting away to George and having a lovely time out on the board, feeling the ground, and it's like, this is nice. Apart from the end when we go to the finish line, and I'm like, bored.
I mean, you got a 27.
It feels chill. Genuinely feels chill.
Morning,
that's the next thing we're going to have a graphic. It's 27 coming up.
That'd be cool.
You can see that coming around. It's not.
All we're doing is polishing everything up at the moment still. So we're just getting the right line, the right angle through each cone, each gate, like just tidying everything. See, I still didn't see it was the first one, the first run.
No. Oh, I didn't know.
Don't
worry about it.
Yeah, it's the wrong angle, really. The other
basically, you came in too tight, didn't you? And it just what we were saying about the ground, it just caused that slight slip.
She literally just scooped that wet surface off the top, kicked it up, and I saw it. It flew up past my face, and I was like, lovely. And then she found her feet. But whenever she makes a mistake, it's always followed by more mistakes because she gets inside her own head.
Yeah.
Adelita now.
Mm.
So, to be honest, once she's made one mistake,
The run's kind
there's
of
going
done.
to be another one.
Yeah, it
somewhere.
was such a shame that we didn't have the second camera on it, because as she went through, I've never seen a horse do it. She went through the weave. She kind of almost tripped on the front, but it wasn't a trip. It was like she put one foot down and tapped the other foot on the top of the hoof, one, and then went bang on the other one. And then it's like almost as if it had been any heavier, it could have been a trip. But it was just this
So
weird sort of pop and a pop, and I was like,
I really want to see it because
I don't think we got it.
think
We got one camera.
from any angle that we've
Yeah,
have a
put it in
look
slow
afterwards.
motion. Yeah.
I think from what you've said, she's had that slip coming through the gate, and then she's come through the weave and she's tapped her toes to try and feel the ground. I really think
Maybe.
Yeah.
that's what. And
Yeah.
if not, it'll be interesting to see
Yeah.
why she's done it.
Yeah, it was such a
Yeah.
peculiar movement. It was such a peculiar movement. So, moving on to this afternoon, and so first this morning, nailed it. You weren't really challenged that much. You did a 27 when I thought it was unnecessary in the third rotation because I was paranoid.
We weren't trying. We
No.
said
No.
to George, we're like, let's just do the same. We would like,
Yeah.
I think Tom was saying earlier, the ground just runs nice.
Yeah.
And the grip's there, and I'm used to feeling Addie go, and at no point in the morning's heat did she go. It was just, she just covered it nicely, and
The ground is really fast, and I think it's such a shame. Obviously, you take away the bigger picture and the fact that Harry's resting for Sandringham, because that's a whole other story. But it's such a shame he's not here this week.
And
because,
also Indy.
and Indy.
You know, if that would have been just having Harry would have changed the game again.
Yeah.
Having Indy as well would have changed the game again. And
These horses would all be doing 30, 32, 33, and it would just be like,
it would have been
my
nuts.
God. Yeah.
it had the potential, particularly this afternoon, because by this afternoon everybody could, like, you looked at the ring, everyone knows the grip, the arena's settled in terms of with the water and all that sort of thing. We know what's going on.
Apart from the sprayer that comes in right before the heat.
It wasn't spraying a lot of water.
No, it's not. But I was sat there at the gates, and it was, and now we're going to do the spray demonstration. I'm sitting there, no.
Yeah.
No. And then he took it, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But
There was multiple conversations that went on beforehand because we were looking at this. What is this? What is this spot sprayer demonstration? And then we're like, I don't really know. Oh, apparently this is the new machine, and it can spray, and it's really good. 36-meter boom and all this sort of stuff from Germany. I watched the show, and I was sat there and I was thinking, before the show, they've been telling me they've been spraying the arena. And as in preparing for it, which is why that's the only bit of greenery on the whole showground is inside the fence.
In the whole country, I think. That arena is the only green I have seen since March.
Yeah. So I'm sat there and I'm thinking, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen a sprayer go in before. And then I was reminded of Prague when we were going to do our first rehearsal, and I'm up in the commentary section, and they're like, oh yeah, we're just going to spray the arena, and they were dumping lots and lots of water on the arena, just dumping it. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to do that, and then you can do your rehearsal. And I was like, no! Running down the arena, got that, like, literally stopped the truck, got in with the tractor driver, like, no, you cannot spray this arena right now. He's like, we've got to, it's all about the, I'm like, no, I do it after us, we go in first. Anyway, so that was the panic. So I was on the radios to Dale went and to Anita. They were trying to find the sprayer drivers so that we could check that it wasn't actually going to be dumped. We spoke to the show, like, just checking that you're not thinking, if we spray the arena, it'll make it better for us, for the horseboarders, and you're going to dump tons and tons of water on the ring just before we go in, because we don't want that. And they're like, no, that's what it was in the end. So anyway, that happened. Moving on. Where are we at, Joe?
I've got rotation 1 lined up, and this is the one that you board.
Yeah.
Should we just go?
No,
for the third
rotation
one?
one will be really interesting because something happened before or just after we went over the start line, and
Oh, you did
something
say about
flew up
this.
past my face, and I was trying to work out if it was a boot, an overreach boot, or whether she
Okay.
just pulled a shoe and it had just flung up in the air.
Okay.
So it'll be
That's why you
really
do
interesting
sell
to
it.
see what flies past because that's why all the lines were off and
So
she was too slow going into different things,
Yeah.
and then we were just like, nah.
Shall we try it at 50%?
That would be great.
Where, do you remember where it flew past your face?
Just either just on the start line or just after. So
Right,
you can
okay.
stop it straight after because we know we pull it and
Yeah, and then we'll go on because, of course, hold
I'd
your
just like to
horses.
see what flies past my face, that's all. Because something went. And then on the second run, I think I saw what it was further down the arena. Because I saw So we were actually the second run we actually ran, and I looked down and I was like, oh, is that what? And then I was like, oh no!
Corner!
Ride the horse!
Have we got it, Joe?
Yeah, just a bit slow behind time at the moment.
Okay.
What does that mean? What's slow?
It's 50%, so.
Okay. I mean, I'm really excited. So these have been live edits. We haven't uploaded today, but we are going to upload these tonight. So as soon as we finish these interviews, and these are going to get
Amazing.
uploaded. We are, like I was saying, moving closer to the live stream.
So at one point here, she stands on her own foot, coming around this corner. There, she's done it there, and then
I saw you look to your right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did just
You
look to your
look
right. Can you
something
pull it
past
back?
my
Just pull
face
it
at
back
that point.
to just at the start line.
You
and all
look,
she
Okay.
did was just like clip her own foot, but then
because you felt that, then saw
because
something.
then something flew past my face, I thought she'd pulled a shoe and flung
Yeah.
it through the air, which
This
I'm
does
not going to
happen.
run if she's missing a shoe.
Yeah.
She can't run if she's missing a shoe.
I think we'll struggle to see it, to be honest.
We're at
Yeah.
0.25.
So about
Well, it's just as we open up, isn't it?
there, she stands on her own foot, and then she's got all of her shoes. And when we got back in the pits, they were all there. And then
There's the look. There's the look.
yeah,
Something popped.
It probably was something stuck in
I
the hoof.
think. Well, no, I think it was because on the second run, I saw it on the floor, and all it was a piece of fabric. So it must have been a
Okay.
piece of fabric that's come from somewhere or something that she's just picked up off the floor and kicked up into the air.
Because then
But-
coming into here, sorry, look how much we decelerate here. It's like, bleh.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on?
Mm.
And then we went there and it was like, yeah, that's.
It's
I didn't even bother
When
trying
she-
to cut back. I was like,
So
nah.
when she knocked that cone, at this point, I still don't know if she's lost a shoe or not. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And then that's
And
where
it-
we're talking now, and I was like, pull it.
And that sort of makes sense because obviously we were expecting a big race. Oh, okay, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But of course, Hold Your Horses had a good start.
Yeah.
They're the
Second, what
solid
happened in your second race?
We had a touch or something.
Okay, so you challenged
Yeah.
the time but didn't
It
quite beat
wasn't-
it. You
yeah.
were a second or so behind, I think.
They were 69.28. We were 69.17. So even without the touch, it'd have been close.
Oh, but with the
Yeah,
touch,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
just over a second.
Yeah.
1.12 seconds.
Yeah,
if I
that
remember
was
correctly.
it. Yeah, that was it. So we're like, well, it's just the same, but.
And what were you?
Clean.
Was there at any point you're like, we're not going to nail this in the final race, or were you just like, you got to the point where you're just like, yeah, we got one more run, we got this in the bag.
Might be different mindsets here, so I might need to. Me personally, after the second one, I'm losing faith.
Do you want to see the second?
I
No,
hate
no,
leaving
no.
it
we'll just-
until the last run.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It's not. I quite enjoy racing last and having a challenge.
Okay,
That gets me going.
right.
But the problem I was thinking is we're now at the last run. Every team under the sun has retired. I'm just going to run, and I'm back in to do the fastest race I've ever done of this weekend.
Yeah.
Under the most fatigue, and it's like, so yeah. No, at that point, I'm thinking, no, I just got to hold on.
What about you?
Similar. So I'd just come back into the pits. I was walking Adelita, and she'd only just done 2 circles, and I saw you getting back onto your board, and Anita radioed in, just give Oren a break for a minute.
Yeah,
and I was like,
that call,
oh,
yeah.
no way. Straight back in. And that's what puts the pressure on, is how quick fire things become with that last run.
That's the challenge, yeah.
And I was frustrated, actually. Frustrated about what had happened in the first run. And then frustrated that we'd had some really nice clean runs this morning, followed by our second run this afternoon, where we had, I think it was either 1 or 2 touches, whatever it was. It wasn't clean. It wasn't what we'd been doing this morning. So I was frustrated, and I was sat in the pits, and I was just very quiet. And you were like, it's okay, it's fine. And I was like, no, it's okay, it's fine. Because she's got it all in the tank, you've got it all, and I just need to get the right line.
We knew we weren't at the limit on the second heat, even though it wasn't clean. It wasn't at capacity, so we knew we had more in the tank. We knew it was achievable time, but it was just the pressure, like George said, summed up perfectly. The pressure of the situation is what's like.
And sometimes
well, luckily I wasn't adding to that pressure. It wasn't it wasn't like I was like really gilding the lily and being like, oh, here we go.
But that's what we need. It got fire up towards his ass. And it was like, and
it's doubling down on a, it's gonna, win or bust scenario here.
Literally. And I really want to win the weekend. Outright win the weekend.
And of course as well, you got to think about, you're thinking about that championship.
We need those bonus points.
You are literally through multiple, things that have shifted and things that have changed. Indy and now Harry put you in a position. It's like, oh,
we can do it.
We could potentially win the whole season.
This could be your championship. First championship winning season. It's there, and like I say, I am over the moon that as much as we want those horses, and we don't want horses to have to take time off and all those sorts of things, but also to have the decision be made at the final.
Sandringham! Oh my god!
At Sandringham,
come and watch Sandringham, because that is going to be fun.
I mean, I'm not being funny. Sandringham's special for us anyway. Like Sandringham's where we found our gel, and Sandringham's where we put our stamp on. So without the pressure of potentially winning the championship being decided there, we were looking forward to Sandringham anyway, and now it's Sandringham.
So every bonus points is important. So
so Tom and Taz need to chill out a bit. It's great what you're doing. You're doing great runs. Fantastic. We're racing.
But give us the bonus points.
Yeah. Just push on the last one. We'll race on the last one. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But let's think about the big picture.
Yeah. So we're gonna go for this third run. The 69 something to beat.
69.17.
That was the time that they needed to beat. Was it? Or that was their time? The time they needed to beat. Okay, so let's have a look at this, because this was, and the crowd were with us as well.
The crowd have been brilliant all day.
I'll be honest, on this last one, I locked the crowd out. It was like...
And Sherry can't hear a little bit of the...
There she goes.
But she's not firing out like we've seen her fire out before, because we've worked really, really hard to keep her consistent. She does not let off on any corner now, which...
That was a lovely turn onto the weave. You kept the speed, which was huge.
And we've also found today, the faster she does the weave, the better she is.
Look at that!
Lovely! I think we've been overcomplicating the weave. We've been trying to work it too hard. Whereas actually,
just let the girl
now
run.
that everything's working as it should, Addie just needs to be let to run through the weave at whatever speed she wants to go through.
Yeah. On this 40 seconds, both of you on the split.
So I didn't hear that. All I heard was you say split time, and we come through here, and I actually sort of thought, do you know what? You just run all the way home now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So that bottom
Without
end.
asking her to give anything,
Yeah.
she just opens up and gives it all. Not all, but yeah. And then I'm like, no, we need to stop.
Yeah,
we
me
need
too.
to stop.
Me too.
And then it's Demolition Derby. However many cones I took out after the run, I don't know, but yeah. Bless her. No, that was great.
And
That was great.
But yeah, she
with
wasn't
that, so you
tempted.
were in second by 1.2.
So here I'm looking at Dale.
Average speed
Dale.
20
I
miles
heard
an hour.
Dale say it before you said it.
So is this going to update now? Let's
Yeah,
see.
it will.
Let's see this graphic update.
You can hear the crowd there.
Yeah. The members area was very.
They were great.
So there you go.
Bosh.
Love it. Oh, so
Old Horse has got 11 points.
Yeah, because they got
They've
two bonus points. Yeah.
Oh, so technically that heat was a draw.
Yeah, technically.
I mean, we went faster, so it's still a win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this aside, I don't like the new bonus point rule, and there's probably a conversation afterwards, but I don't think it encourages faster racing, because me and Reece were talking it through, and actually, because you know there's bonus points, etc., you can play it tactfully to know there's no point in racing, because you can't. We were talking it through. There's a chat off camera,
Yeah.
but actually, I think it just creates too much of a gap, and you're like, what's the point? Whereas when before with the older one, I know it's more
Because
complex to explain.
you're racing, even if you're, well, there's bonus points if the elite teams. My counter argument would be that if teams, it's all right if you've got the top two teams racing over those bonus points, then they're both racing over those bonus points to change the championship, which is what's going on currently with you guys and Just Wing It.
Yeah.
If you're lower down the category and you focused enough that you can see, oh wait a minute, because you're in a fight for 4th and 5th, for example, let's say you're in a fight for 4th and 5th, and you've got a point or two in it amongst you, and you notice the elite teams, oh wait a minute, they haven't scored, they've all blown out their races. I can now go and put down a fast race to get that bonus point. So that's how.
So you're bringing up the teams that,
So it gives an opportunity, and from what I've seen this season, I mean, I really enjoyed the way it started working out in the season, but as the season's developed, what I've seen is the bonus point actually gives teams a reason to go out and race on that rotation. So they're like, it's been multiple times where the teams have gone, oh, this team's out, this team's out, this team's out, and you're like, okay, so now we're not focusing on maybe from a showmanship point of view, we're not focusing on the competition as a whole. We're focusing on who wants this bonus point in their little thing, and it's whether it doesn't matter if it's first, second, third. It could be 4th, 5th, and 6th. They're like, I could do with a bonus point, and then that gives us gives us and the audience a reason for that team running that run in an otherwise dead rotation.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would kind of be, but these things are always developing. We're always going. Thank you very much.
One more thing to say.
There's a bit of just saying. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Like they're
Romance.
to be fair, like it's like you said earlier, the fire's lit up the arse. I was looking forward to a fairly chilled out weekend where we could look after Addie after all the hard work she's done and take her to Sandringham, and now Hold Your Horses are making us race. There's no denying it. They came out, the horse hookup was a completely different horse this afternoon.
Yeah.
And they ran smooth, and now the pressure's on. So yeah. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow. It's going to be racing.
It'll be fun.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Hopefully you've seen this on the night it's going to go live. It's going to be live tonight, and we've got day 2 tomorrow. So we are going to go and shut this down now. And thank you very much. Day 1 of Gillingham and Shaftsbury. You were amazing. We were better.